please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out.
The compass.
Pipe ball, hands on the deck. Aye, aye, mateys. Shiver me timbers.
Simka and Nolik, what you doing here?
We're not Simka and Nolik. We're courageous pirates. Yeah, pirates. And today we leave home for the sea. Are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Hooray! You mean no? No hooray? Oh, yeah. You can't join us without a test. Go and find a special thing. Something no sailor should ever sail the sea without.
I can do it, but how?
With a map. And it's over there.
I've never seen a map that's this puny.
What are you talking about, puny? That took us a half hour to make.
From where you're standing now. Uh-huh. From here, you mean?
You guessed it right.
First, head to the north until you will find... Hold on. But where's the north?
It's where the North Pole. Ice and polar bears are.
But how do I know which direction the North Pole is?
By compass, of course. A compass is a special tool that helps sailors and pilots know in which direction they're traveling, whether in the air or on the sea. Our planet is like a big magnet that has two poles, the North Pole and the South Pole. These magnetic poles help the needle in the compass find its way. The needle is magnetized, so one of its ends will be attracted to the North Magnetic Pole and point at it, while the other end will always point towards the south.
That I know, but there's no compass around here.
Then let's make one by ourselves.
Out of what?
We can use a needle. We just have to magnetize it.
And how's it supposed to turn around?
In a saucer of water. Well, there you go. Now one end is pointing in the direction of north and the other to the south.
But which point's where? Well, there's the window, so that can't be the right way. The north is there.
I'm really liking this sharp little fella we've got here.
You calling me a little fella?
No, it's just the way us pirates talk.
All right then, north we go. First, head to the north until you see a sleeping monster.
Mateys ahoy! Monster on the horizon! Let him do it himself.
Now turn to the left and go 300 paces more. 300?
Exactly. I counted on myself.
Uh-huh. Okay, then that means I'll go 1, 2, 3. Now straight ahead until you get right up to the giant tree. You call that a tree? Wow, amazing! I can't believe my eyes. It's a real ship compass.
It's also called a marine compass.
The first compass was invented more than 1,000 years ago in ancient China. With its help, the Chinese were able to travel across the desert. And about 200 years later, the compass appeared in Europe. Whether the Europeans came up with the idea for the compass themselves or took it from the Chinese isn't clear. But one thing's for sure, we Fixies remember how those early compasses were built. The first compasses were made with a magnetized needle on top of a floater inside a bowl of water. Later, the needle was put on top of a pin that let it spin freely, and it started to look like the ones we use today. Since the needle of a compass always points to the north, a sailor can easily figure out which direction he needs to turn his ship. If he wants to go north, he follows the needle north. If he wants to go south, he goes in the opposite direction.
Your dad brought it home with him late last night from his work. You were asleep.
Hold on. I want to check something.
What's up?
Yeah, they line up together.
Of course they line up. If not, how else would you have gotten here?
We're done with the needle. It has to go back.
First head south 600 paces. 6 for you, matey.
The zipper.
Hey, Nolik, look. Why did Tom Thomas go to sleep like that?
Maybe it was some kind of homework for one of his classes.
Uh-huh, gym class homework.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi there.
You're looking good.
My parents just bought it for me. Isn't it a cool jacket?
And what, you slept in it all night?
Yeah, once I tried it on, I didn't want to take it off, and I fell asleep in it.
Yeah, life's never boring with you around.
Oh, I think the zipper got stuck.
And so what? You can leave your coat on no problem. You're about to go to school, right?
And you think I could sit in my class like this? How could I have broken the zipper?
Don't worry, you haven't broken it, not yet. Here is a simple zipper. It is made with 2 rows of small teeth that pass through a slider. The slider has 2 holes on the top and only 1 hole on the bottom. When we pull the slider up along the zipper, the teeth grab onto each other and the 2 rows join together into one. And zip! The zipper's closed. To open it, all you need to do is pull the slider in the opposite direction. Then the teeth will come apart.
But on mine, they're stuck together. And now what?
What do people do in the morning? Do what they do. Exercise. And I'll have time to think it over.
1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3.
And then what about me?
Go exercise too.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
And 1,
2, 3,
4.
and
1, 2, 3, 4.
and
1, 2,
1.
3, 4.
Simka, come on, think of something. I'm sweating already.
Soon, okay? Go get washed up in the meantime.
Whew.
Do you think I could help you think?
I think not. I think you'd be better off washing.
How's it going, Tom Thomas?
Did she think of anything yet?
What?
Did she think of anything yet?
Ah, gotcha. Nope, she hasn't thought of anything so far.
It's so hot.
Just pretend you're a polar scientist. They always work in their parkas, and you know what? I'll be the penguin. Hey, where are you going?
I can't take it anymore.
All right, just sit right here, and I'll try to find the problem.
You see? That polar scientist game's funny, huh?
That's not it. It's Simka. Oh, she's tickling so hard.
Stop squirming.
And you stop tickling me.
Aha! So that's why it won't open all the way. It's only a piece of thread stuck in there. Pull the slider up. Titties! You can unzip it now.
Thanks so much.
Here it is, a thread. That's what the whole problem was.
You're kidding. So I've been sweating because of some piece of nothing?
In technology, every little thing matters. I remember when scientists built one of the first computers around 60 years ago. It was a giant machine. It filled up several rooms and had more than 1 million parts. It was a technological wonder. But all of a sudden, this technological wonder went kaboom and broke, and no one understood why. The computer just stopped working, and that was that. The scientists were going crazy. They couldn't find a problem. Turns out that this huge computer broke because a little butterfly had flown inside the computer and got stuck in between some contacts. Yes, it's true. This huge machine went crazy because of a little butterfly. And that's how it goes. So you see, every little thing really does matter.
Tom Thomas, breakfast is ready. What are you doing in your jacket?
It's 'cause I was playing Polish Scientist.
Simka, what took you so long to figure it out?
I just thought it would be funny to see Tom Thomas do his exercises and brush his teeth in his coat, that's all.
That was your plan?
Well, yeah. Can I joke around a bit?
The toothbrush.
Once I finish you, my top secret growth potion, I will create my own giant canine crew! And then I'll rule the... Whoa!
Wow, this is super. You're better than a TV show.
Oh, yeah, it's fun, but it's gonna end badly.
Tom Thomas, get ready for bed.
I'm going, Dad. But first, my secret recipe. We start with a bit of carbonatorous. And now a little bit of bread and butterous. And finally, beard of foamerous. Chusaka. Don't be afraid. Drink, my baby. And you'll grow 10 times your size. What? It doesn't taste good? Oh, right. I forgot it needed stirring. This hypersonic mixer will do the trick.
Tom Thomas, you shouldn't use what doesn't belong to you. That's your father's toothbrush. Ah! Hey, cut it out! You're acting crazy.
Bubbles! Hey, boom, boom, boom!
Uh-oh.
You said it. Uh-oh.
You, Tom Thomas, are a big boy, but your brain is smaller than Nolik's.
Why, thank you. Just go put the toothbrush back in its place, like you never touched it.
Nah, that's not right at all.
Tom Thomas, what's up?
I'm almost done, Dad. Simka and Nolik, please, I really need your help.
No panicking. First, we need to understand what could have broken inside of there. An electric toothbrush is really simple, as long as you know these 3 parts. The battery, the motor, and a very clever mechanism that connects the motor with the bristles. The whole secret to the toothbrush is right in there. That mechanism uses the spinning of the motor to make the bristles move very fast back and forth, from left to right, from right to left. And that's how it brushes your teeth.
So what can we do about it?
Here's what we do. First, we take out the motor. Then we take the gears out. And then the mechanism.
How much time do we need to do that?
1 or 2 hours.
What? No!
Just listen here, Tom Thomas. You need to open up the battery compartment. Wait for me right here.
These are your teeth. Well, I mean, they're not your teeth, but you get what I'm saying. Nowadays, we use a toothbrush to clean our teeth, but it wasn't always that way. The ancient Egyptians used a chewed stick to scrape their teeth, while the ancient Greeks rubbed their teeth with a rag. And the Vikings, well, who knows what they used? And then, only 200 years ago, an Englishman named William Addis came up with something better. He drilled holes into a meat bone, inserted bunches of bristles into them, and there you go, the toothbrush. And here's what I need to tell you all as a Fixie. That is, as a master repairman. You need to make sure to brush your teeth often, especially after eating, or you'll be getting them repaired often at the dentist.
Well, is something wrong with the mechanism?
No, it's fine.
Is the motor burned out?
No!
Then what's wrong with it?
You're not gonna believe it. But the battery died.
That's all? I know what to do. I'll put in new ones.
You Your dad turned the toothbrush on. Looks like everything's fine. It's working.
Ooh, way to go.
Excellent. Your dad will never find out what kind of slop you mixed up with his brush.
What slop? How dare you, Nolik? How dare you refer to my mighty potion like this?
Tom Thomas, somehow soap got all over my toothbrush. Can you explain that? Ay, ay, ay.
Well, you got caught. What do you say now?
The disguise.
Ugh, good.
Tom Thomas, why do you need a second aquarium? Especially without any fish.
First of all, it's a terrarium. And it's not for fish, it's for lizards and snakes.
Ooh.
My friend Katya asked me to take care of him while she's away. That's why I brought him here.
Take care of who? There's no one in there. Ah! What is that?
It's a chameleon, Nolik. I think he's awesome.
It's a bad idea to take him out. He might run away.
Don't you worry, I got him.
What a monster. But how come I couldn't see him before?
It's because a chameleon knows how to disguise himself by changing the color of his whole body. Have you ever seen a military uniform? They have special patterns and colors that help soldiers hide. That's called camouflage, and people learned it from animals. For instance, a caterpillar can look like a twig, and a seahorse can look like a piece of coral. An ordinary gray rabbit becomes white in the winter, so a wolf will have trouble finding it in the snow. But the champion of camouflage is the chameleon. This master of disguise can change its color in just a matter of seconds.
Hey, Tom Thomas, where'd your chameleon go?
Oh, it disappeared.
It didn't disappear, it camouflaged.
He won't hide for long. Let's find him.
Chusaka, have you seen the chameleon? Where is he? Do you see him?
No, he's not gonna let us catch him. We're gonna have to trick him into coming to us.
Uh-huh. We can set a trap with something that he likes.
What do they like, I wonder?
What else? They're food.
And what do chameleons eat?
Well, like flies or caterpillars, roaches.
Where's the fly gonna come from?
Well, what if...
What? Oh, Simka, just you wait. I'm gonna get you.
Hey, we've gotta help Katya. You don't see the caterpillar complaining. Quiet. Nolik, you start buzzing.
Buzzing?
Yeah, like a fly.
Yeah, and flap your wings, too.
Simka, how long do I gotta keep doing this?
Until the chameleon shows himself. Just keep buzzing. Tom Thomas, there he is. Grab him. Let go of my brother. Tom Thomas, quickly. I've got a hold of him.
Yep, I gotcha.
In the army, they use camouflage all the time. They use nets that look like bushes, paint their tanks in colors that make them blend into their surroundings, and even fly in special planes that can't be seen by radar. They do everything they can to disguise their location. But it's not just the army that uses disguises. Photographers camouflage themselves to take pictures of wild animals. People use makeup to camouflage their blemishes. And artists, they disguise old walls with bright, happy pictures. And people just love to put on masquerade parties where they disguise themselves in costumes and masks. And of course, Fixies have their own great disguise. Remember? Well, what is it?
Now he won't run away.
So, Mr. Master of Disguise, what are you gonna say now?
If only I could disguise myself that well.
Nolik, what are you talking about? You know how to disguise yourself 100 times better than him.
Ah, you're right. Hey, Chameleon, look and learn. Here's a real disguise.
Reflexes.
Add this to that. Now what do you get? Ah, 3. Don't you remember? Bark, bark, bark. All you have to do is bark 3 times.
That's too hard a trick for Chusaka.
Maybe you could teach her to jump through a hoop.
I already tried. She just sits there. Come on, Chusaka, give it a try.
Try showing her this sugar.
Chusaka. Alley-oop. Come on, jump.
See you, Tom Thomas. It's time for us to go to school.
See you later, animal tamer.
Great job, Chusaka.
Our lesson for today is on the subject of reflexes. I'll write it here for you.
What's the lesson?
Someone's late again.
Ah, colleague, my glasses are gone. Are they here?
They're right there on your forehead.
Ooh, how about that? Forgive me for interrupting.
Let's continue our class. And so,
Thanks so much.
so you turned into screws again. Does anyone know why that is?
Because we have to hide ourselves from humans.
But you don't have to hide yourself from Professor Eugenius.
But we didn't know it was him at the door.
Right you are. You had already transformed before you had time to think. And that's what we call a reflex. To explain it in simple words, a reflex is when our body reacts to something automatically without needing any time at all to think about it. When we touch something very hot, we instantly jerk our hand back. When we're about to fall, we swing our arms and legs to try to keep our balance. Just imagine what would happen if we started thinking how and in which direction to move them. So it's fair to say that our reflexes help to protect us.
No kidding. They protect us. My nose itches. Achoo! Excuse me, I didn't mean it.
Professor, sneeze. Is that also a reflex?
It most certainly is one. Fire didn't want to, but then his nose tickled and achoo. Bless you, too.
Thank you.
And do dogs also have reflexes? Of course dogs have reflexes. All animals do.
Yeah. It's something all good animal trainers know. They use the animals' reflexes to teach them tricks. Many humans teach their pets lots of commands, like to bring a ball, to count, or even to dance. But to train a pet, you gotta know what to do. A good animal trainer always has plenty of treats handy. As soon as an animal follows a command correctly, like standing on its hind legs or jumping over a hurdle, the animal gets a treat. And then the trainer makes a unique signal right away, like clicking his fingers or blowing a whistle. After repeating this training over and over, the animal develops a reflex. Once it gets the signal, it carries out the command and then gets a treat. But the most important thing about animal training is to love your trainee and never hurt it. Otherwise, no treat will work.
Tom Thomas, we just learned in Fixie school how you can train Chusaka.
Yeah?
With the help of reflexes.
With what?
Where's Chusaka? Call her.
Chusaka, come here.
Give her a math problem, a nice simple one.
Add this to that. Now what do you get? It's a miracle. 3. You got it.
No, it's not a miracle. Science is what it is.
You know how Chusaka barks whenever she sees a Fixie around.
That's what we call a reflex, you know.
I understand. And do you know how I can teach her jumping?
Well, we didn't figure that out yet.
Wait a sec. I know how. Chasing Fixies. Isn't that one of Chusaka's reflexes?
Probably,
That's
although
great. So let's go and train the dog.
nothing's ever too much for a good friend.
Chusaka.
It's pretty tough work being a dog trainer.
The baby monitor.
Oh, it's my old baby monitor. On. Check, check. Checking. 1, 2, 3. Checking. It's working.
Why don't we give it to the Johnsons? They just had a baby the other day.
This is mine, and I'm planning on using it.
Aren't you a little too big for it?
No, I'm not big at all.
Well, I didn't realize that you're still a little boy. And a greedy one at that.
They're never gonna notice this. Hey, Fixies, are you here?
We're here now.
Why did you call us?
I gotta show you how I turned into a mind reader.
I find that just a little hard to believe.
Okay, then I'll show you. I'll leave you alone, and then you'll hide this button wherever you want. Then I'll come back and find it.
You got it.
So where's a good hiding place?
Well, we gotta think of one.
Right here, under the keyboard.
Great! Go on, Nolik.
Come on in.
We're ready for you.
And now, I'm going to read your thoughts. Here I go. You hit the button here. Look! Ta-da!
He really does read minds. Oh, that was a lucky guess. Bet you can't do it again.
Well, I bet you I can.
We're gonna have to be sneakier.
Verda, she's the most beautiful girl in our class. She knows it, too, and doesn't hesitate to use it. She can even be a bit sneaky, like when she needs help with her homework. Then Digit suddenly becomes her best friend. But if she doesn't want to carry her pack-a-mat, she'll say, "Fire, please help me. You're just such a strong Fixie." But all us boys like her just the same. Digit does, and Nolik does, and I guess I do, too. Although, I really like Simka more. Or maybe Verda. Or both of them. I haven't decided yet. Verda can be difficult and even bossy sometimes. But one thing I know for sure, Verda's a good friend. A friend that'll always come help. Well, that is if she's able to pry herself away from the mirror.
I think that we should throw it down into this pencil cup. But then we concentrate on another place.
That is good, but it won't work, Fixies.
Come on in.
Uh-huh. Aha! It's in here. Tadish?
Simka, were you thinking about the cup?
No, I swear.
And my mind was blank. Then who did, huh? Uh-huh. Tom Thomas, what do you say we go again?
As many times as you want.
I know how he's been doing all of this. It's a baby monitor. That's how we can hear what we're saying. I don't get it. A baby monitor helps parents watch over their babies. The system has 2 units that look like wireless telephones. The parents keep one of the units by their side and put the other one in the room where the baby is sleeping. If the baby suddenly wakes up and starts crying, the unit in the baby's room will pick up the sound and send it by radio waves to the parents' unit. Mom or Dad will hear the crying and go and comfort their child.
And so he's listening to us now.
This time I know what we should do. We'll hide it under the globe.
Ooh.
Go on.
Uh-huh. Aha! Huh? Where is it?
If you read our minds, you'd find your button under the baby monitor.
You tricked me. That's really not nice.
And spying on us is nice, you think?
I'm sorry, I just thought it'd be fun.
Well, anyhow, Tom Thomas, you're too old for this thing. Unless, of course, you still need it.
I'm not a baby. I was just, checking it. I'll go and give it to Mom. Mom, I'm not greedy.
About what?
Let's give this monitor to the Johnsons, and this car is for their baby boy.
I don't think that baby's big enough yet for your car.
So what? Soon he's gonna get bigger and become a big boy, right? Like me.
The vent. Tom Thomas! Tom Thomas!
Okay.
Simka, Tula, check it out. It's pretty, isn't it?
Oh, splendid. It's nothing but a trinket. It's completely useless.
Useless? Look how well it matches my hair clip.
Useful things are the kinds of things you truly need. For instance, like this rope ladder I've got.
It's splendid. And where do you plan on climbing with this thing? Now, this mirror here is both useful and pretty.
Oh, how splendid. Tula, you say everything is splendid. Well, here's something super splendid that I bet you don't have.
Oh, what is it?
It's a mechanical super claw.
It must be just perfect for scratching your back. Now look what I have. A photograph of Vector. And he signed it for me, too.
Are you sure that's Vector?
You've got a photo of the bravest Fixie on the face of the entire planet? Yeah, and the most beautiful.
Is it him for sure? No way. Let me take a look.
You'll smudge it.
You've been fooled.
No.
Yes.
Jealous?
You are.
My photo! Oh, no! What was that?
A draft.
This is completely your fault.
It's not my fault. It's your fault for bragging so much.
Please, girls, stop fighting. Let's go find it. It's just horrible to lose a picture signed by the most famous Fixie ever.
It will be horrible when that picture of a Fixie is found by humans.
So where could it be? I know how we can find it.
Exactly. We'll blow a bubble and watch which way it goes as it floats away. We'll follow it and find your picture.
Do you know why you can blow bubbles out of soapy water? At the surface of any liquid, there's an invisible film that is very thin but very strong. If you want to see it for yourself, fill up a glass with water all the way to the very top. Now you need to take a coin and carefully drop it into the water sideways. Then drop in another coin, and another, and another. You'll see that the water doesn't pour out, but rises up and forms a hump. That's because the water at the top sticks together. Why? Because of a force called surface tension. Thanks to surface tension, water can form drops. It also helps us blow soap bubbles, because when we add soap into the water, the film gets even stronger, but still not strong enough to stop the bubbles from bursting.
Okay, it's ready. Now we need to blow.
Do it together. And... I don't think this way's gonna work.
didn't I think of that before? Have you ever seen holes in the bathroom or kitchen that are covered with grids? Well, those are called vents. And behind the vent is a long pipe called an air duct. Unpleasant odors and musty air can be forced into the ducts and sent out of the house. And if you want that old, stale air to leave the house even faster, open a window and let in some of the fresh air from outside. Keep the air in your home as fresh as it can be. Hey, take a look! It got stuck over there! Get it before it flies away! How can we grab it? What do you mean? Don't you remember what I've got? Titties!
Thank you, Simka. What would we ever have done without your mechanical claw and your fantastic ladder?
Then here you go, a present for you.
Oh, thanks, it's just great. And I want to give you this. Oh, gee, it's just splendid.
Simka, are you here? Huh, what you got there, Simka?
A little mirror. It's pretty, don't you think?
Oh, you girls. You're all the same.
The aquarium.
The coast is clear. The humans have left. Come on, let's go.
Mafia, why are the fish looking so tired?
Because they're not getting enough air in there. The water in the aquarium is dirty and it needs air, but the filter isn't working.
The filter?
Yes, that device over there.
These fish need our help, and if we don't do something right now, they could die.
Right. First, I'll fix that light, while you and Mafia go over there and see what is wrong with the filter.
But I want to go and look at the filter too.
You're too small for this.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. And you're a giant. I mean, you're like 6 feet tall, huh?
That's enough arguing. Nolik, let's go. Well, let's check it. Not working. Nolik, where are you?
I'm up here.
What are you doing up there?
Nothing. Holding on.
We don't have time for that. Get down. We have to get this switch working.
Marcia, what's the matter with the filter?
Well, probably something's caught inside and it's stopping the motor from turning. A filter is used to keep the aquarium water clean. A motor in the filter turns the paddles and pumps water through a fine net or a sponge. The dirt in the water gets trapped in there, and the cleaned water is put back into the aquarium. Many filters not only clean the water, but also add air to it, so there will be more oxygen in the water. You see, even though fish live their lives in water, they need oxygen just like all of us.
Way to go there!
There are lots of ways for people to breathe underwater. As an experiment, try putting an empty glass upside down in water, and you'll see that some of the air stays in there. That's the idea behind the ancient diving bell. An empty bell was lowered under the water, and some of the air remained in there for the diver to breathe. And about 200 years ago, the first diving suits were invented. The diver got air from a hose that started above the water. This let the diver spend a long time under the water and even walk around on the bottom, but just not too far. Later on, people learned to squeeze a lot of air inside of metal tanks, and that's when scuba diving started. Scuba divers breathe the air stored in these tanks so they can swim freely and even dive deep down below the water.
Our work is done. The light is on, and the filter is working.
And the fish look so excited.
As if they're not fish, but monsters. Thank goodness they're behind glass.
Papoose!
Just hang on. We'll be right there to save you. But I don't even have my pack-a-mat.
Ooh, look how they're chopping their teeth. They must be so hungry.
You're right. They're hungry. Nolik, come on.
I can't believe those fish. They're so ungrateful. We went ahead and fixed their filter, and all they wanted to do was gobble us up.
And I'm the one who saved you from them. I was the one watching what was going on.
Oh, gee.
Hold it. Do you think giving her some food will help?
As long as you're not thinking that food is me.
The mixer.
Marcia, why are we going to the dishwasher again?
We have a busy day ahead of us, and we all need to be charged up with energy.
I don't like charging myself up in the dishwasher.
Then how about the microwave, Nolik? Or the kettle?
No thanks. I don't like it when we go inside anything at all in that kitchen. There's not one interesting thing in there.
And where's it interesting, huh?
In the computer. Marcia, will you let me get charged up in the computer? The energy there is sweeter.
Our diet has to be nutritious, Nolik, not just delicious. People don't eat just candy, do they?
Humans get energy from food, while the Fixies get their energy from appliances. Humans eat all sorts of foods, and so do Fixies. They need the energy that comes from different devices. Getting charged up in a car makes a Fixie faster. In a computer, smarter. And in a clock, more accurate. To get a balanced energy diet, Fixies mustn't stay inside of one place all the time like a television. It's healthier for us to move from one device to another.
Good morning, Tom Thomas. What's the matter?
For breakfast, I got cereal with milk. Mom says that milk is so healthy, but I think it's just awful.
Aha, Nolik, there you are. Go get charged right now.
I'm not going. Look at Tom Thomas. He doesn't want to have breakfast either.
Why don't you?
Milk tastes awful to him.
Taste awful? He just doesn't know how to drink it right. Look what we've got here.
What?
What?
A mixer. A mixer is a kitchen appliance that's used to mix together different foods. With a mixer, you can make things like frosting, sauces, or an omelet. But the most delicious thing you can make with a mixer is a milkshake. It's easy. Just put some fruit, syrup, juice, ice cream, or anything else you'd like into a container and then add milk. Now use the mixer to stir it all up until it's smooth and creamy. And that's it. You've got yourself a milkshake. Guys, what do we have for a milkshake?
We've got a jar of jelly. Will it work?
That'll work.
And strawberry jam?
That'll be great.
Here's a banana.
I found some chocolate, too.
And I found strawberry ice cream.
Start up the mixer.
When you get up from your bed, yo. When you get up from your bed, open your favorite cereal when your day is ahead. Open your favorite cereal when your day is ahead. There is still something you need, yo. There is still something you need. that you need indeed. A little milk's all that you need. A little milk's all that you need indeed. A little milk's all that you need. A little milk's all that you need indeed. A little milk's all that you need.
Wow, this mixer's cool, isn't it?
You think we can make one more shake? Just one. They were good.
Sure, if you want to.
Oh, where did all the milk go?
Way to go. Looks like you drank all of it. And I remember when you said how milk is awful.
I didn't know how to drink it right.
Simka, what in the world were you up to? And what happened to Nolik?
Shh. Just come, I'll show you.
Nolik, here you are. Didn't you say that charging up in the kitchen is boring for you?
The mixer's not boring. It gives you energy that's yummy, delicious, and nutritious.